this postseason, hoping for today?
Excuse me. The same thing. He's been solid throughout the season. He's evolved as a pitcher. He's a guy that we trusted from day one, right? And you know, he takes his job very seriously. His preparation is second to none, and it should be a fun day for him. I bet there's a lot of family members. They're going to be around pulling for him, and hopefully it's a good day for us.
Just a follow-up. How has he evolved from the pitcher you saw in 18 into where he is now?
Yeah, when we got him stuff-wise, everybody knew what he had. It's funny because everybody were talking about us getting a reliever, right? And we went the other way around. We got a starter, or we got both at the end. You know, he became the starter and a reliever, and just the breaking ball now and the split, they're a lot better. You know, I think in 18 was more cutters, four-seamers, and an occasional breaking ball. So he has a lot of weapons now, and they all play on a daily basis. So I think that's the difference. Always have thrown strikes. He's always been very aggressive. You know, I think he learned a lot in 19. We put him in a tough spot for him to be successful. Coming out of injury, put him in the bullpen, and so and so. And last year, you know, you could see from afar how his stuff played in the zone, and that's the thing. He gets people out in the strike zone too.
Go to Steven in the third row.
Alex, what do you like about Schwarber at the leadoff spot today?
We've been doing that against righties. We run into his lineup out of necessity. JD got hurt the last day of the season, so for the Yankees game, we were trying to figure out how we were gonna quote unquote protect Rafi, and the only way we can do that was, you know, put in Kyle leading off, Kike hitting second, and Rafi third, and Xander behind him, and Doogie hit fifth. Then, you know, we ended up with JD hitting sixth out of necessity too, because, you know, when he decided to play, we were like, well, if he doesn't play the whole game, we don't want to disrupt the middle of the lineup. So we decided to hit him six, and it feels good. This is a lineup that there's a lot of balance. Kyle, he's an on-base percentage machine. You know, he grinds out at bats and sets the table for everybody else. And at the same time, you know, might be like one pitch, 1-0 us.
We'll go to Matt in the second row.
Alex, if you don't have to use Nick today, are you looking at him as a potential starter for one of the games in Boston?
I mean, we'll get there when we get there. We're not going to name a starter for Game 3, so, yeah. I mean, we'll see where we go, how he goes today, and we'll go from there.
James in the back center.
Hola, Alex, ¿en inglés o español? ¿Cuál prefieres? Inglés. There's like eight Puerto Ricans on both dugouts and coaches.
How many?
8 Puerto Ricans, and then 9, including Christian. But what do you think of that? Have you noticed that, and what does that like mean to you?
No, I know that. I'm very proud of each one of them. You know, what Correa has done is amazing. You know, Espada, you know, we'll see what the future holds. You know, he's been in the running to become a big league manager the last 3 or 4 years, and I believe at one point he will be a big league manager. You know, Cintron, he's been solid with them throughout, you know, the time he spent with them, coming in 2017 as a translator, and now he's their hitting coach. So, you know, he's got to that point very quick, and I'm very, very proud of him. Our guys, you know Christian and Kike, they've been amazing. Arroyo too, you know, like he's not afraid to say, you know, he's one of us, so that's good. And Ramon is another guy that I think with time people will understand what he brings to the equation and what type of manager, you know, he can be. I do believe his baseball knowledge is second to none. His preparation is very important to what we do on a daily basis. He means a lot to those guys in the clubhouse, and I do believe with time, people are gonna start giving us some phone calls and ask for permission for him to interview, because I do believe he has it. He has that, you know, he can become a very successful big league manager.
And just on the field.
I'm Machete, yeah, Martin. I always forget Martin. Martin, he's been solid, man. You know, like different path, right? His career, but I think he's found a home, and you can see what he does on a daily basis with that pitching staff. What he brings to the equation offensively, it is what it is. You know, I bet they don't care. You know, like, and he puts good at bats, but what he does behind the plate, the preparation, the connection with Strami, is second to none, and he's been good.
At least just on the field, I mean, I think there was a little bit of a lull in terms of development, but the last few years, I think the number's gone up in towards Puerto Rican-born players in the majors. Do you know why? Maybe that's the case, and if it's gotten better.
We don't have time for that one,
Okay.
and I might get in trouble if I tell him what I feel about it. But you know, I think we haven't made the adjustment with the draft. That's the bottom line. People can say that's the obstacle, you know, for us not to produce more players. But I mean, the draft has been there forever. So we have to do a better job preparing our student athletes, talking about high schoolers, to be prepared to get actually scholarships at Division I schools. And if we do that, then the draft, you know, plays to our advantage, right? Because a lot of kids, especially now what the draft is, you know, they're going to sign for what, $20,000 because they have no options. And I don't think we do a good job in high school preparing these kids to what it really matters, which is trying to get an education, right? And then when you have that, then the business side of it comes into play. And we haven't done a good job. You know, most of our kids that go to college nowadays, they don't go to Division I schools. You know, they go to JUCOs or Division III schools, and then, you know, they don't stay there. So I think we have to do a better job with that back home.
Go across the aisle with Mac.
Hey, Alex. So Xander Bogaerts and Carlos Correa obviously have been two of the best shortstops in the league for a while now. What exactly is it about the two of them that makes them so successful? And is it something they have in common, or are they both great in different ways, do you think?
First of all, physically, they're freak athletes, both of them. Offensively, they impact the balls, you know, they impact the baseball like no other shortstops, right? They understand their strength, they understand their weaknesses. They put work too. You know, you see Correa in the offseason, what he does, and what Xander, he's been doing since, you know, he got to the big leagues in 2013. He's nonstop with them. They enjoy the game, they love the game, they talk the game, which is very important. And they're not afraid of the spotlight, you know. They enjoy the spotlight differently. You know, I think Carlos is you know, he shows his emotions more than Xander, but at the end of the day, their willingness to make their teammates better, to make their teams and organization better is similar. Yeah, and both of them are really, really good.
Anything else for AC? We'll finish up with Steve.
Alex, how can you describe the impact Jose Iglesias has made on the team? not only on the field, but now that he's kind of hanging around.
He's doing a good job with the cart. I'll tell you that. He's gotten better. The first time he pushed it, he almost hurt Kyle, I want to say. You know, it almost. But all kidding aside, besides what he did in September, which was very impressive, you know, without him, I don't know what, you know, if we're here, right? But communication, understanding the game, watching the game, staying locked in. You know, the guy, he's been great. I hate to say this because I know he's going to play for more and more years, but he's another coach in our team right now, and that's his job, right? He's here. He knows he's not going to play, so somehow, some way, he has to make an impact. He feels that way, and that's what he's doing. You know, he's been amazing, and I love the fact that he's always talking baseball. He enjoys it, and you know, I know he wants to win a World Series ring, and he's doing his part.
Alex, thanks so much.
No
Appreciate
problem. Thank you. Have a good one.
it. Thank you, sir. Rafael Devers will be down in a few minutes.